Hello, I'm Neve Owens. Welcome to the Isuzu UTE A-League Highlights Show. Friday night is set to serve up an absolute blockbuster this week. It is the two in-form sides, Western Sydney Wanderers and Adelaide United, going head-to-head at CommBank Stadium. The last time these two met, we were treated to a 4-4 draw. So sit back and enjoy as Simon Hill and Daniel McBreen call this epic encounter.
And Clough trying to lob it. Oh, it's a brilliant effort. And a spectacular save by Lawrence Thomas to deny the Englishman the opening goal.
Well, that's wonderful play from Adelaide United. You can go right back to the ball that released it from their back third. Ending with Zach Clough with a wonderful strike. Lawrence Thomas at full stretch, pads it away. Lovely one-touch, two-touch football from Adelaide United.
Here he is again, the Socceroo, Brandon Borrello. And it was just the faintest of touches by Gauci. Maybe you saw that one late.
I think he had an obstructed view, and it was at the very last second. Managed to get a thumb on it.
Who's going to provide the goals? Clough again, short this time for Goodwin. Change of angle for the Englishman. And nodded in beautifully by Ben Warland. It's only his second ever goal in the A-League men's competition. And it gives Adelaide a priceless lead. Less than 10 minutes before the break. Malfitano, Borrello, always so hard-working. Brandon Borrello, good strength. Thought about the shot there, I think. And Makoto, dangerous ball, 1-1. Kusini Yengi scores in consecutive matches for just the second time in his A-League career. And the Wanderers are all square just before the break. Hero in front of them, Craig Goodwin drives it in towards an in post. It's worked again, same combination from the corner. And Ben Warland has a double. Absolutely extraordinary. As he go towards that near post again, surely the Wanderers have learned their lesson. It's in that area, out it comes for Halloran. Great save. And Kitto and Ivasuki steers it in. 3-1 for Adelaide United. And again, the Wanderers just could not deal with the corner. And this time it's Ivasuki that profits. And it's a long way back for Marco Rudan's team now. Still over half an hour to go in this one. Makoto's corner. Marcelo! There's one back. His first goal in red and black. A captain's knock. And they needed that, Marco Rudan's team. Back in the game at 3-2. Borrello. Shut down by Alagic. Irankunda must head for the hills. The Pennant Hills. And there's a bit of argy-bargy with Nieuwenhof. Lachlan Barr and Marcelo now squaring up. Two big, strong men. Goodness me. And the game that has been so wonderfully enjoyable to watch in terms of quality ends in acrimony, and Marcelo is shown a red card for the second time this season. We're in the 8th minute of stoppage time. And Sean Evans says, that will do. Wow, what a game. What a contest. Full time at CommBank. Western Sydney Wanderers 2, Adelaide United 3.
4 games on Saturday. Wellington Phoenix and Melbourne Victory kickstart the day at Sky Stadium. Your commentators are Jacob Spoonley.
Having gone behind in games this season, Melbourne Victory have only come back to win twice. And of course, one of those being against the Wellington Phoenix.
Zavada nips in. Zavada helps it in. Daddy Cool. Oscar Zavada. Could it really have been anybody else? Oscar Zavada officially welcomes son Leo to the world and chalks up a 13th goal of the season, putting Wellington into a 1-0 lead. Lovely play through midfield for Wellington. Sam Sutton breaking forward. Sam Sutton shoots. Well, he was an attacking midfielder growing up, Sam Sutton, so it's not unfamiliar to him. A wry smile. He was keen to mark the occasion of game 50 in Phoenix colours with a goal. Jan Saas has it. Kraev's back on his feet now. Saas, a little dummy. Ball into the area, but not past Miranda. Kraev back on his feet. Kraev shoots! Well, 30 seconds ago, he was lying on the ground after being poleaxed. Bosh it here, Krojev. Zavada and Sass lining this one up, but it's Zavada! Paul Izzo watched it all the way, well aware of the angles. Paul Izzo. Here's Jan Sass onto that left foot of his. Jan Sass! What a save by Izzo! That is top-class goalkeeping from Paul Izzo. Outstanding save.
This is very big from Paul Izzo. He has kept Melbourne Victory in the contest.
Krojev. Sass is free on this near side. Jan Sass lays it back, and Ugarkovic. Izzo again. Another tremendous piece of goalkeeping from Paul Izzo. Economides takes, bent out towards the penalty spot and headed in. Bruno Fornaroli, the flag stays down. The initial header from De Silva and Bruno Fornaroli. 6 goals in the last 8 for him, and Victory are level.
That is where Bruno Fornaroli lives. Give him half a yard inside the 18-yard box and he'll make you pay.
Here's Valupale. Nishan Valupale, surely! Yes. Callan Elliott with a crucial save. Ollie Saar was beaten, Callan Elliott was not. Corner results for Victory. Still some defending to do for Wellington! And they haven't been able to. Damien De Silva, who set up the first goal for Victory, has scored their second. And Melbourne Victory, who were 1-0 behind and facing a mountain to stay in the playoff race. Wellington, David Ball is fouled. Free kick results. And in fact, there's no time for it. Wellington Phoenix 1, Melbourne Victory 2.
Back on Australian soil, the Central Coast Mariners return to Gosford as they hope to put their mid-season wobble behind them and finish strong as they chase that crucial home final. Robbie Thompson and Daniel McBreen are calling the game.
In it comes, and he does test Vukovic at the near post. Nisbet. Silvera. Finding space. And Cummings. And now the follow-up. Tulio. The flag stays down. And the Mariners have the lead inside 15 minutes. And he may not have scored, but that Cummings left foot did most of the damage there. And Tulio, Johnny on the spot to fire home from close range.
Well, Nick Green won't be too happy here.
There's Nisbet, pokes it through to Tulio and gets it straight back again. Look at the space in midfield here. Silvera peeling off to the right, overlapping run from Roux. Silvera looks inside, lovely little touch for Nisbet. Nisbet, he gets another chance, and Josh Nisbet has scored. And the Mariners really have something to celebrate there, because that is a rare occurrence. Just his second ever A-League goal. And little Josh Nisbet with 2 goals in 4 minutes for the Mariners, and even Danny Vukovic has come to celebrate. The Mariners in the driving seat now. They have to be careful, because Tulio's cross and the run off the crossbar, off the back of the keeper, and it's Max Ballard who will claim it, but I'm not sure he'll get it. Well, it's his 50th appearance for the Mariners in all competitions, so we can be generous from our commentary position. There's Cummings for McGarry. The cutback, he was looking for Cummings, it might yet fall. The ball bouncing around, appeals for a hand, and again a second time, and penalty. And it appears to have bounced off an arm, and he's going to get a yellow card for his troubles. And to put this one to bed well and truly for the Central Coast Mariners. And he does so, sending Jordan Holmes the wrong way. Cummings edges closer to that scoring record in a season. O'Shea through the legs, and the effort at the near post to deny Louis Zavala her first ever A-League goal, and it's Vukovic with a strong left hand. Or with Armiento again. The cross towards Mile Uznic off the crossbar.
Ball there from Caltech, is it maybe? Yeah, it's away from the...
Looks like one. Mile Uznic's header off the arm and up onto the crossbar, so it wasn't the footballing gods that sent it up onto the crossbar. Referee says penalty for him. Who's going to be smiling? It's O'Shea, and only just. In off the post, some would say a perfect penalty.
Well, yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Good switch of play. Bayliss. Look at Silvera immediately dropping back to the edge of the area. He shoots. And that's a good pair of hands from Jordan Holmes. But as the final whistle goes, it's the Central Coast Mariners that are all smiles. And 4th in 4. It's all finished in Gosford. The 3rd place on the table, Central Coast Mariners 4. 12th place, but still not out of it, Brisbane Roar 1.
Join us after the break as we wrap up the rest of the action from round 22. Welcome back to the Isuzu UTE A-League highlights show. The defending champs Western United haven't featured in the top 6 so far this season, but if they can defeat Sydney FC at Allianz Stadium today, they'll leapfrog the Sky Blues and be right back into finals contention. Simon Hill and Andy Harper are calling the game.
Missing his regular partner again tonight in Neil Kilkenny. Here's Joe Lolly. The cutback is pretty good, and Max. Effort deflected wide by Leo Lacroix. In truth, that could have gone anywhere. Fortunately for Western, it goes behind for a corner.
Well, you don't want to go off too early on these things, Simon, but is that a bellwether moment in favour of Western?
A little bit of confusion in the Western ranks, but they've sorted it out. This cue from Payne. Prijovic. Payne again. Lovely ball. Lockie Wales away from Wilkinson. And makes it 1-0 for Western United. Sydney FC's defence unpicked, and Lockie Wales starting in attack alongside Prijovic tonight in place of the informed Noah Botic. Justifies that selection by John Aloisi. It's another slip, this time by Lolly. And back post, surely for Robert Mack, couldn't convert. Courtesy of some desperate defending from Nikolai Topol-Stanley, who just about did enough. Here's Gertwood Reich. Now it's with the Spaniards. Burgess. Threads it through. It's Robert Mack! It'll squeeze in past Jamie Young. And at the 3rd time of asking, Robert Mack converts. Some week for the Slovak. That cracking goal for his country. And a vital one perhaps here this evening. And Sydney are level. Western effectively out. Wales. There's room in the centre circle for Payne, who goes first time beautifully out towards Parias, who's away from the defender. Dylan Parias beaten away by Redmayne. And it's Connor Payne on the follow-up. And parity only lasted a matter of 2 or 3 minutes. Western hit the front again through Connor Payne. Western might profit. Parias, quick and strong. Dylan Parias attacking Wilkinson, still going. Parias off the woodwork, and Prijovic can't convert the rebound. Here they come again. Joe Lolly. Lovely reverse ball. Robert Mack and Young again. A reflex stop, just dangled out a right glove. It's brilliant stuff from the Western United custodian. Wales is delivering. Back post is Topol-Stanley. It's crept in. Final touch off Breton, but you're not going to take that one away from Nikolai Topol-Stanley, the veteran, but with perhaps the crucial strike for John Aloisi's side, who now lead by 3 goals to 1. Can they start the journey? Bratton's ball. Caballo back post. They have. Immediately, the Spaniards celebrates with the Cove, and it's game on again at 3-2. Here comes Sydney, in the mood again now. Lolly with the cutback. Caceres! Incredible stop by Young to preserve that slender advantage. Caceres. Pass wasn't really on, but Caceres is determined to win it back and has done so. Here's Burgess! Off the upright. And Caceres on the follow-up. Second time, surely! No! Joe Lolly can't convert. Steve Corica holds his head in his hands. What more did they need to do to make it 3-3? And there's still a bit left to go. Here's Robbie Mack. Galloping forward is Kabaya to offer some support. Mack doesn't need him for now. Robbie Mack! Oh, that's brilliant! Absolutely sensational from the Slovak. And it's 3-3. What a goal! And after all that pressure, Sydney finally find a way past Jeremy Young. We're into the 6th minute of stoppage time. And Chris Beath brings to a close another quite extraordinary game of football. And it finished Sydney FC 3, Western United 3.
Let's round off our Saturday in Western Australia. Perth Glory return to Macedonia Park for the visit of MacArthur FC. Teo Palazzeri and Phil Moss are calling the game.
Osler, his only A-League men's goal came against MacArthur. Might be the reason he's starting tonight. Likes the look of the cowbell ringers. As this pass through is going to be saved brilliantly by Curto, and Taggart is denied at point-blank range.
Well, what a fantastic chance for Perth Glory. Great save by that man there, Philip Curto. I'm not so sure Mustafa Amini's pass was meant for Taggart, but it's found its way through.
Now Osler, jags right, drives it low, and Williams, an instinct finish that goes wide at the stick.
Well, he is having a game tonight, Osler. Every time he touches the ball on the right-hand side, he is the definition of a cross being a pass. Everything good Perth are doing is coming down this right-hand side through Osler.
It's the sort of 45 minutes that would be getting the attention of Tony Vidmar, the Olyroos coach, to be honest, because he's looked sensational. MacArthur, though, they want to strike right at the end of the half. Rose. Onto his left. Rose! MacArthur get the goal! And for the first time in 2023, Lockie Rose is a goal scorer. All glory for the first 10 minutes. And they're starting to get closer to an equaliser. Jelicic drops the shoulder on Miller. Still Jelicic, the cut across, and it's headed behind by Uskok.
Good defending from Uskok. He had to be so sure about that header. The ball had wicked pace on it from Jelicic. Great to see him drop the shoulder on Miller as well and really take him on. He gets the space to deliver. Uskok, excellent defending.
It's two examples of players on a card having an opponent run at them with impunity. Cries for a long shot. Muir, he's never scored in the A-League men's, and he dropped that one over the bar. Philip Curto absolutely clattered himself against the frame of the goal. And now Perth are going to look to stretch the field. Ryan Williams, the perfect player to do that. Sweeps onto a first-time cross. Douse! Taggart's there! Taggart scores! Adam Taggart with the equaliser for the Perth Glory!
Well, it is absolutely no surprise that it's Ryan Williams and Adam Taggart combining to get Perth Glory back into this game.
Glory trying to turn around this 1-0 deficit. Douse bends it in. They've done it through Beavers! He loves Macedonia Park, does Mark Beavers. It's his second goal of the season. And Perth Glory, in the blink of an eye, have come from 1-0 down to lead. Jed Drew. He lifts the ball high, brought down cleverly by Miller. And now the cut back to Noon, it's deflected over. Gee, decent chance for Craig Noon, but it was body on the line stuff from Luke Bodnar, and he steered it high and out for a corner kick. He'll launch it high and long and hope to hear the full-time whistle as he does, and he does! And exhausted players at full-time reflect on a game that ended. Perth Glory 2, MacArthur 1.
The final game of round 22 comes from Amy Park. Adelaide have closed the gap on Melbourne City at the top of the table, and they need a win against the Jets to keep them at bay. Robbie Thompson and Andy Harper are calling Melbourne City and the Newcastle Jets.
Oh, what a
mistake. And what a brilliant save from Weir to deny the league's top scorer in Jamie McLaren, who's 3 games without a goal now. Could so easily have been number 19 of the season. Tadze, clever little pass for Ingham. The Kiwi fullback giving Nuno Reis a real run. He manages to keep it in play. The cutback, brilliantly done. And it's Costa Grozos, who really should have done better there. It is Grozos, back post. It's a good ball. Yeoman's headed back across. Glover doesn't know too much about it. And somehow it's hacked clear. Appeals for a handball from the Jets. We saw it yesterday, 2 penalties for almost identical situations. Brian Kaltax was almost that situation. It's going to be, if we're sticking with what we've seen already this weekend, nod of the head from Jack Morgan rather, and penalty it is. Mikkel Tadze against Glover. And Newcastle have the lead on the half hour. And Newcastle's hopes of finals football have just been given a real shot in the arm. He's got to be careful here. Crazy stuff from Melbourne City all of a sudden.
I'm not sure how that's not a foul. Was it on Jamison? I don't know how the ref has not seen that a foul.
The 4th official, Jonathan Barrero, is having a word to Jack Morgan here.
I can't see any contact. Can you, Paul? What's your name?
Ball. Red card for Jamison. And he was collected, tripped. There's the 2nd yellow. And there's the red. Mikkel Tadze again playing in that unfamiliar wide position. Thurgate, the cutback, Grozos. Oh, what an opportunity. His 2nd of the afternoon. And he can't make it stick. Alon Berisha touches it for O'Neill, who hits it deflected. Wonderful save from Weir. City so close to an equaliser. Berenguer's cross, the header, and it's in! And it's Max Caputo, the 17-year-old, with his first ever A-League goal, who climbed highest in the middle to break Newcastle hearts. And he has secured his side a very important point. It's finished here at Amy Park. Melbourne City, a last gasp 1, Newcastle Jets 1.
Before we go, let's have a quick look at the league table. So the gap is now just 2 points at the top after City and the Jets shared the spoils. Adelaide is flying into finals in top form, and the Mariners refound their scoring boots against the Raw to move back into 3rd place on the table. Sydney FC hold on to their place in the top 6, just with the chasing pack hovering oh so close with 4 rounds left to play. That's it from round 22. We'll see you next week for more Isuzu UTE A-League action.